Man in the van there and he handcuffed each other van there.
Man, sit down with it.
Even crying.
Sit down with it.
I wear this wicked criminal crying in bed.
This was the scene this morning at John Anglais, St. George, after a mother was stabbed to death at her home. Residents in the community were in a state of disbelief and sadness after learning of the brutal killing of 38-year-old Lindy Skinner Maureen, a Trinidadian who have been living in Grenada for years. The head of the Community Relations Department, Superintendent Vanny Cohen, spoke to the media on Monday on the incident, first homicide for 2021.
Sadly, at about 9:15 this morning, we have recorded our first homicide for 2021. Unfortunately and regrettably, Lindy Skinner Maureen, a food vendor of Jean Anglais, St. George's, has died. Accused of her death is Calvin Frank, a 33-year-old of Bailey's Bacolate in St. David's. Our early investigation revealed that the accused has made a report to the South St. George Police Station prior to the incident this morning. The report revealed a sum of money that was owing to him by the deceased. The police at South St. George responded to his report, and an arrangement was made that a small sum be paid this afternoon. Subsequently, Mr. Frank is alleged to have used a knife and inflicted several stab wounds to the body of the victim. He was taken to the hospital for medical attention to his hands for wounds that he sustained, and he's now in police custody, assisting police with the investigations into that death.
According to the head of the Community Relations Department, the accused, Calvin Frank, a former boyfriend of the deceased, may have committed the crime over a dispute over money.
This morning, the police responded at about 5 minutes to 9, just prior to the allegation of murder. Police responded to that report. The deceased had a conversation with her, had a conversation with the accused, and all parties were satisfied that the monies would have been paid this afternoon. And having been so satisfied, the police left the scene knowing that this matter is resolved, only to be called back to the scene, learning that he has since allegedly killed the victim. Also heard that the daughter of the victim may have received a stab wound, and we're still trying to work in to confirm whether that wound was intentionally inflicted or whether or not it was in the process of her trying to defend the murder.
However, Superintendent Vanny Cohen says compared to previous years, this year 2021 has seen the lowest homicide rate, which is something to be thankful for. However, he is hoping this will be the only homicide for 2021, stating one homicide is too many.
Well, this has been a very fortunate year for us. In fact, I have just touched base with our Criminal Records Office, who have just indicated that it has been a number of years well that we haven't had a homicide so late in the year. And while Grenadians go about their business on a daily basis, we mind those data. We're concerned about those statistics. So every month that passes in Grenada, we were a little bit happier every month that we have not recorded a homicide. In comparison to this year and previous years, we probably would have had about 5 or 6 homicides already. Fortunately for us, this year, 2021, we're in June, and we've just recorded our first homicide. We were hoping that we could have made the entire year 2021 without recording a homicide.
Superintendent Vanny Cohen calls on the general public to be tolerant.
And here is where I speak and ask for, and call for tolerance. Everything is instant. We know that we are living in an instant society, but not everything happens instantly. And I think, people just need to be patient. People just need to be tolerant. If you make a report to the police, give the police an opportunity to do what needs to be done. We do give feedback, and if you don't hear from us, we ask that you call in into the station where you make the report.
According to police, the ex-boyfriend also received some injuries and is currently receiving treatment at the St. George's General Hospital under police guard. Nikita Hostin, MTV News.